Just spiced green pumpkin. It's not heated yet. We're gonna try to heat it up nice and slow, that way we don't have to degas. If it looks like I'm gonna have to degas, I'm just gonna fold in the sides from degassing. All these little bubble sides. I have the camera reversed. I'm trying a new angle, so it's a little different. But I'll fold in the sides and remount that. I'll just have to degas it then. Hopefully I don't have to. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Hello, Lane. Does the new camera angle look great? My theory on that was I moved the vise over here for temporarily. It's right here where my hand is, right here. And then the vacuum chamber and the microwave's all in the camera, so hopefully it does. Looks good? Okay. I need to make 10 more of these spiced green pumpkin stickworms. My stack kind of fell over. Hello, both of you. I know both of you. Okay, well, oops. I can do a demold because I already have baits from yesterday in here. It's a terrible demold, but there's the worms. And I just threw a worm on the floor. That's great. It's probably gonna have dirt all over it. Never mind, it doesn't. Okay, so I just need to do 2 more injections of that color, the spice green pumpkin, and then we'll do another color in the worms. I buy my plastisol from Dead on Plastics. I'm using swim bait jerkbait blend sinking right now. It seems to work for everything I have without having to switch to like crawl tube or something. And it works really well for reheating. I haven't had anything like look funny. Well, hopefully I don't burn it. The middle is hot, but the outside of the plastic is not, or the top of the plastic is not melted. Thanks for the 9 people watching. Okay, so that's almost there. I can zoom this way, I think. Well, that... Which direction? This way. That looks terrible. Okay, never mind. Go back. Some of the edges are still cold. I'm just mixing slow not to get any air in it. And that needs a little bit more. Possibly. I might do it near the end of the live stream. I am making spiced green pumpkin worms. It is that color right there. Doesn't want to focus. It's just some glitter. It's not what I'm trying to say, but it doesn't want to. My lens is dirty. Hold on. One moment. Looks somewhat better. But it has some smaller green flake in it with some black flake and some string cut black flake. It's still hard to get the way this camera is. It's hard to Okay. Thanks for the 8 people watching. Another 30 seconds will get it hot enough for everything to be melted, and I don't have to worry about getting a cold, like a unmelted piece, or like a gel piece in the injector, and then it clogging the injector and not being able to inject. And I think the music is going to be too loud, and I don't have the TV remote. So I gotta go grab that. Yeah, I'm making green pumpkin worms. I had to go turn down the TV, so that was, yeah. I'm making these worms right here. I'm about to inject some. The mold is right here beside me, down here in the corner. Bottom, for me it's the bottom left. I don't know what it is for you guys, but the mold is in a vise. It's how I seem to like doing my molds, is putting them in a vise. But this mold drinks about a half cup for an injection, so I'm just going to put a half cup in the injector. And then worms always like slow injections, anywhere from 350 to 330 temperature for injecting, and then just hold pressure, because if it's too hot it will dent, or if your mold is like super cold and your plastic is still like 330, it will dent. But if you hold pressure, it lessens the chance of denting. And then just push the extra out of the injector back into the Pyrex cup. Then the Pyrex cup goes back in the microwave for no time, just to keep it warm. And then before I'm ready to inject the next time, I will give it another 30 seconds just to get it kind of back up to temp. And sometimes you have to top off your worm molds, because they drink a little, there, that's better. Drink a decent amount of plastic. And as they're pulling in more plastic, as they're cooling, it pulls it from the runner in the sprue. So then you just gotta pour a little bit more on the top of it, or in the sprue. Okay. That's it. I just gotta wait for the mold to cool down, which shouldn't be too long. An easy way to tell is if you have it in a vise, or if you're using the wing nuts on the side of the mold. If you just loosen them, or loosen the vise, and your sprue, which is the top where you inject it, if the center of it like sinks, then it's still liquid enough that when it releases the pressure, it's pulling more. So I just leave it clamped until it doesn't do that. Or if it moves very little, then I'll pull it out. Because the sprue, well, the runner is super wide, so sometimes this is the only thing that's liquid and the worms aren't. But it's better than pulling out your worms and then when you grab them, you put a big dent in the side because it was super liquid in the middle. And I should have enough for one more injection, and then we're gonna switch colors to uh-oh. We'll do kiwis. This is Dead on Plastic's kiwis color. I call it Swamp Bug, but it is a changeable color, so it's brown, and then when the light hits it, it's green. That was just a failed injection on that one. So I got a demold. So here comes a demold of the worms. Go. More worms. Gotta lay those on the pile. One more. Okay. Now we can do our last injection of what I call spice green pumpkin. The closest thing you could buy to it in the store would be just green pumpkin. Just this has string cut black in it and a little bit more than just like one size flake. There's a bunch of different sizes in it. Thanks for the 15 people watching. I'm gonna do another injection. Okay. Slow, even pressure. And then just gonna hold pressure to keep it from denting. I mean, I've done it where I've opened the wrong. I mean, that is funny, but I have two now. I have one. It's right here, but you just can't see it. I've had the bottom one beep, which is the one I use the most of the time, and I open the top one instead. Although it turns into a habit after you open your microwave, every time you hear it beep. It almost makes you paranoid for when microwaves beep. Hello, Lane Davis. Thanks for the 16 people watching. That might need topped off one more time. That does happen. If you need to top off your mold one more time, it's not like out of normal. It does happen sometimes, especially once your mold gets warmer from multiple injections, or if it's just warm from room temperature. So the kiwis is getting heated up now. This is the dead-on kiwis. That's the pigment. And mine just has some green flake and some black flake in it. Well, not my pigment, but my plastisol, or my plastic has some green and black flake in it. We are going to have to degas the kiwis. That way there's no air bubbles in it. There is ways to get the air bubbles out without degassing. Thanks for the 19 people watching. To get the bubbles out without degassing, you just cook it to 350 or 360 and let the bubbles rise to the top. And once you see most of the bubbles at the top of the plastic, stick it back in the microwave, or you can leave it in the microwave, just not running, to let the bubbles rise. And then once you see all the bubbles hit the top, hit it for like 30 seconds, or like a small increment, and it should melt the bubbles. I don't know if you can see in the injector, but there's one of the pieces of string flake, that little itty bitty black line. It's actually not that small, but on camera it looks smaller than small is. Okay. The Pyrex cup is extremely hot, which usually means the plastic is melted somewhere. It's all like gel. It's not melted, but it's all sticky. That should melt it the rest of the way. Thanks for the 20 people watching. Here comes a demold. There we go. That might be a good angle to see that string flake in it. I could see a lot more color when I had it at that angle. Okay. Let me lay those out. So that's 35 green pumpkins. I need 35 kiwis. Or swamp bug. The mold is getting warm, so we're gonna have softer and softer injections. Like the worms, when they come out, they're still gonna be warm in the center, so I'll probably have to start throwing them in water. Thanks for the nice about the worms. Thanks for the 23 people watching. But I have a container of water that I can just throw them over in, and that room temperature water is cooler than they are on the center, so it just kind of makes them. It doesn't make them cure instantly, but it starts the curing process faster, because it is best to let them sit out for 5 to 7 days. and at least a day for fishing with them, because they'll get firmer. By like the 5th day, they should be as firm as they're gonna get. But okay. Okay, so here's the stack of 35 green pumpkin worms. I just have them on 2 paper towels. Keeps the dirt off of them. Thanks for the 6 likes. And if you don't know where the like button is, if I'm pretty sure it's the 3 dots in either the top left or top right corner of your screen, and then it should bring it down. You should be able to, it should just say like, if I remember correctly. Okay, kiwis is getting to be liquid. Thanks for the 27 people watching. "15 seconds left on the microwave." I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to make more swamp bug too, because I don't think I can get 35 worms out of that. Yeah, no, I cannot get 35 worms from 1 1/4 cup. But it does look good. Right there's a little sample of what it looks like. It just dripped a bunch on the garage floor, but that's fine. Degass. This is a Amazon back, some Chinese company. It's the 1.5 gallon pot. Eventually I want to get, I think they have a 10 or 15. It's big enough to fit like a Presto pot down inside of it, which is a half gallon or a gallon of plastic at a time. Alright, that is degassing. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera. I don't think so. I can see a little bit of green, but I can't tell what it's doing. All it does is all those bubbles turn into like a foam and it rises up. And then usually in the center, the bubbles form together and they make big bubbles, and the big ones start popping, and then the whole thing just collapses back down. You don't lose any plastic by doing it. That's how it pulls the air out. I think my vacuum chamber might be out of oil. Do you have a name for the color you're making? Or like what pigment it is that you're using? Hey, well, the vacuum chamber is not out of oil, but I don't know if the oil container needs bled of air or whatever. I can't do that because apparently there's still pressure inside the motor, and there's oil on the cap, so there's no way I'm getting that open. Live streams, well, the first one was not fun because it's just kind of weird, but then afterwards it's like you're doing everything else, and then every now and then you're reading something, or somebody puts something funny or something. It is pretty fun. Although I didn't live stream until a while after I had subscribers. I wish they would let you do it at like 0 or 1 or 2 subscribers. That's a good name. I like Dead on Plastic Splitters. Okay, ouch. Pirate stuff is hot. Alright, the mold is ready. Wait. Might have injectors ready. I'm not entirely sure. And the water bath is ready, so we're gonna need that. Okay. Kiwis are ready for, well, Swamp Bug is ready for an injection. These are all 6-ounce fast tackle injectors. I have a dual injector, that's why I have 3 injectors. I just turned it into 2 singles. All you gotta do is undo 2 wing nuts. Alright, I did that one a little fast by accident, but thanks for the 20 people watching. Hello, ID. So you're gonna need plastisol, which is gonna be one of your molds and plastisols and injectors are your biggest expenses. You'll need a microwave to heat up your plastisol. You'll need a couple Pyrex cups, glitter and pigment. Glitter and pigment you can get from Loreworks or Dead on Plastics. You can get plastisol from both of them. I suggest getting the swim bait jerkbait blend from Dead on Plastics. Sinking blend. Oh, you can't see my microwave. There's the company names. Loreworks, Dead on Plastics. Molds, depending on what you want, you can get Epic Bait molds, Fat Guys Fishing, and Angling AI. And your injectors from Bass Tackle is where I get mine. It's like, I've heard 500 to start making baits. I would say 600 to 1,000 to get what you want. Alright, we can get one more injection out of that, and then I gotta go pump out more plastic, of course. That just stays how it is. Or if I have another color. I might have another color. Nah. No, I don't have any other color, of course. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Thanks for the 16 people watching. Alright, we're gonna early demold it. Mold's hot, so it's gonna take forever. So I'm just gonna start doing it early. Come on, get off my finger. Okay. So there are the worms, and then hopefully there's enough light behind the or in front of the camera. No. But these turn green too. Terrible demonstration, but you get the point. Looks way better outside. Like every color. I need more paper towels. Okay. These don't need the water bath like I thought they would, which means I can demold earlier than what I have been, and then I can use the water bath. like beginning of August, I'm gonna have a website, Fish in a Barrel Baits, which I need a decal that way I can, or a banner or something. But Fish in a Barrel Baits will be the website, and all the colors I'm making are like the standard colors that I will be selling. So Swamp Bug, that Spiced Green Pumpkin. That's why I'm making 35, because that's 5 packs. 7 in a pack. Okay. Okay. Thanks for the 13 people watching. Okay. Ouch, this is on fire. Alright, I'm gonna go pump out more plastic into this. Yeah, that's what I look like, believe it or not. That was a little strange, but okay. Alright, so I'm gonna go mix up some more plastisol and put more plastisol in this. That way, we can make more, so give me 1 second. Okay, so that's more plastic. And hopefully I have it written down somewhere. No. No. No, no, no. Maybe. Okay, so hopefully I remember the recipe because I don't have it written down anywhere, of course. I have it written in my phone, but Okay, demold. Ouch, 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 ouch. That's hot. That mold is hot. So, ouch. Ouch. Alright, the top one is bad. Well. Yeah, the top one did not turn out, but there we go. Actually. So we're at 9 worms in Swamp Bug. And we need 35, so that's another 6 injections, because we have to get that one that did not turn out. That's hot. Thanks for the 10 likes. And if you use a water bath for your baits, you don't want to let them sit in it more than 15 minutes because it can start fading the color. It usually comes back if you don't leave them in there too long after the color fades, but it takes a while for the color to come back. Thanks for the 11 likes and the 16 people watching. 20 seconds left in the microwave. Okay. I've had the Lureworks Chameleon dye, not this, Lureworks Chameleon dye, which is a brown to purple. I've not mixed that up enough before, and it looked different than what it should have. So now, every time I use a chameleon color like that, I make sure it's mixed. Okay, I had oh, there it is. A thin glove it's not a heat glove. If I spill plastic on my hand, it's still gonna get burnt. But it's enough that lets me grab the Pyrex cup longer. Oh, I can put the dye in a while since I done shook that up. I added a cup and a half to the original amount, so. Whoa. Okay. That's the amount for 1 cup. I still have to add more. It looks fairly strange because it's not, the plastic's not cooked. The new plastic isn't, but the old plastic is. So. Okay. Okay, now the dye's mixed in. Thanks for the 8 people that have been watching. As far as I know, you 8 have been since I opened the live stream, basically. I'm gonna go pull those worms out of the water bath. What's up, Parker? Okay, that needs about another minute. Raw plastisol has to reach 350 for it to be actually cooked and turned into plastic. Thanks for the 13 likes, guys. Marking is way more successful than I am at this, but thanks. I was like feeling marking. I've taken YouTube master classes, which they provide and teach you the algorithm, and of course they charge you money for it. I don't even know how to take them. I just know they're a thing. Because he doesn't even, doesn't do a lot of long videos. He just does YouTube shorts, but somehow it works like crazy. I need to add glitter to that. Not that one, this one. Okay. My measuring spoons are still not clean from all that, of course. Are you serious? All the glitter has to get stuck in them, and then you gotta clean it all out. Okay. Okay. Oops. Thanks for the sub. Yeah, he gets a lot of subscribers a week. Oh yeah, I climb a lot. Yeah, I'm definitely not complaining how well my channel does. Oh, well, my dad's message is gone. Thanks for the sub. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now. That's gonna get 30 seconds just to shoot. I left one of my injectors dirty. Thanks for the 13 people watching. 30 seconds will get that warm enough to make the degas go better or easier. Welcome back, Lane. Really? Jeez. Okay. Be that way. This is gonna be fun to get back on. Well, it didn't act like there was a bunch of pressure behind, or like a bunch of air in there, so I don't know. Oh, great. You're not going to go back on. There we go. Okay, let me wrench this back on there. Or it's fine. That is the most uncomfortable thing ever. Of course it's a Chinese vacuum chamber. It has an uncomfortable and nearly impossible cap on the oil. At least it came with a half thing of oil. It filled the engine, the motor to half. And I haven't even used a quarter of the tank yet. And I've had this for almost 2 years. There, that's on there. That's not coming back off. Now I gotta somehow get that back in there, but whatever. Okay, it's going. Seems to be working better, so maybe that did something. Thanks for the 10 people watching. Okay, it's going. I'm not even going to touch it or look at it. Thanks for the 18 people watching. Just waiting on that to finish degassing, and then we can inject again. Okay, that should be good enough. It's working better than it was yesterday. So. Yeah, it did. A minute's probably a bad idea, but too bad. I done started it. Oh, I need to make 26 more. I had one not turn out, so I gotta do an extra injection. So I have 6 more injections to do. I should be able to get 4 out of that before I have to take like the sprues and runners and stuff and remet them. Okay, yeah. I can keep just removing your comments. It's easy. Okay. Our plastic is hot and ready. No, it's fine. I'm not gonna ban them, but I haven't said anything. Every time I've seen them, I've just been deleting the comment. So it hasn't even been, like, the comments haven't made it past 1 minute, so. It's fine that you didn't catch it. Oh, whoa. Okay, that was hot. Ouchie. There we go. It's better to have a mold that's like 75 degrees and an injector that's like 400. Not really. Like an injector that's 100 degrees, you'll get more use out of the plastic because it keeps the plastic warmer. Thanks for the 21 people watching. I have no idea what day the website drops. I'm waiting on LLC info, so that's basically waiting on the government to do something. Thanks for the 17 likes and the 22 people watching. It won't take me long to make the website. I don't need an over-complicated website to start. And also I'm using Shopify, so that will help. Oh, yeah. Early August, late July. Yeah. Sometimes I think July is June and June is July. 2 J's back to back messes me up. Thanks for the 26 people watching. Alright, we can demold. We're doing early demolds. The water bath is cold, so we're doing early demolds. Which means I'm going to need a glove for my right hand. Because this mold is going to be hot. Alright, so there's the worm. There's 4 more. Down here, here's 3. I can't grab the other one. Throw those in the water bag. Okay, well I finally found a right-handed glove. I don't know why I only had left-handed. Oh, this one's got hay dust all in it. Ew. That's worse than putting shoes on with sand in them. I've only ever done that once because I don't go to the beach, but... What kind of stuff did you buy to make baits? This glove feels terrible. Thanks for the 25 people watching. Still hot enough to inject. Injection number 2. Do you know what molds you got? Oh yeah, did you get an injector? That's a good question. Hello, River Front Baits. 1 second, I'll read your comment. Five-inch Senko, okay. Curly tail worms. And... okay, good thing you got injected, yeah. That could have probably ruined your day. Forgot to get the injector. I gotta top that one off. So we're only gonna get 3. I think one of the dogs just hit the garage door. Or they walked by it, hit it with their tail. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to remelt like my sprues and injector plugs. Thanks for the 28 people watching. For the to get the last 3 injections after the next one. These are 5-inch worms, if that's what you're asking. 5-inch stick worms. Which are getting demolded now. Oh yeah. There they are. Gotta take this hay dust glove off. Yeah, that's old hay dust. Okay, well, you have to clean. So, if you don't get a clean cut, like it's supposed to break off right around where my nail is, just pinch it with your finger and your nail, and it will cut it right off and give you a clean top. And if it's cool, like if the plastic's cool enough, you can just pull that little piece off too. Although sometimes it doesn't want to pull off. I see comments, give me 1 second. What mold did you just use? Thanks for it's good to see younger generations. Okay, ouch. That was burning my fingers off. Thanks for the 24 people watching and the 18 likes. That Coke just went in my nose. Darn it. Oh, the one I am using. Okay. The Angling AI 5-inch cord shot stick worm or stick bait. One of the two. Just, I don't have the core rods in it, and it makes solid stick worms. Core rods are like, you can have like a see-through with a chartreuse line. Might have to do some of those. I haven't done them in a while. Thanks for the 25 people watching and the 19 likes. Might have to do some crazy core shots at the end of this for fun. Haven't done any like experimental stuff in a little while. I've just been going with the official colors. I might have to do the suggested pink with green flake in the center for the core shot, and on the outside do something. Okay, just re-lubricated the injector. Okay, this one, there's either a piece stuck in it or it needs a lot more worm oil. Worm oil is how you lubricate an injector. Thanks for the 20 likes and the 30 people watching. And if you get any worm oil in your plastic or on your table, just wipe it off your table, and it's fine in your plastic because it's actually an ingredient in your plastic. So it's just fine. I just put a bunch all over the table. So. Okay. Yeah, before I dump all that back in there. I think that's going to be our last injection of this one. Because I think I'm going to go, well, not go, but I'm going to do some core shots. Something I haven't done in forever. These are the core rods. They're literally just a rod that goes in the middle of the worm. Whoa. A lot of comments. I'm in a ventilated garage, but I will have a website, Fish in a Barrel Baits, end of July, early August. I'm pretty sure Lane Davis and Lane, they both have websites too. Well, they already have websites, is what I'm trying to say. I'm not going to take any color oh dear goodness. I might do 2 core shots. The first one's going to be whoever in the world suggested pink with green flake is going to be the center of the core. Or the core. If I do 2 core shots, I'll do the chartreuse pepper. But I gotta go pump out some plastic, so give me 1 second. Okay. 2 half cups. The bag of orange stuff. Oh, okay. I had to look around on the screen for what it was. This is Flake from Dead on Plastics. It's like a see-through orange that turns into chartreuse kind of deal. It's crazy looking stuff. It's called Sunrise, is the name of it. This is the 25 thou version. Right there. I think I got an idea on how I'm gonna make this shit. So, hold on, I'll explain. Give me 1 second. How a core shot works is what I'm going to explain. This is just, I think it's a 2-inch, one of these brushes, I don't know what they're called. But it just gets like little pieces of plastic out that were left behind. And it makes it flow really nice. I also put, when I first bought this, I put worm oil on this. So it does lubricate it a little bit. I haven't put more worm oil on it since I bought it. Hey! Darn it. Weren't supposed to roll the whole way off. But if you can see in there, I don't know if you can, but there's just little itty bitty pieces. Thanks for the 32 people watching, 20 likes. Thanks for the subscribe. Okay. There's that one. And you have to keep your injectors lubricated, because if you don't keep them lubricated, it will wear out the O-rings, and then there will be plastic spewing everywhere, which is, ouch, obviously not good. The heck is your problem, pal? Oh, I didn't think that much through. I only pumped out enough to do 1 round of shells. Well, I guess if I do another round, I'll go pump out more. Okay. And then if you ever get that little like nozzle piece stuck in your injector nozzle, don't pull it out, even if you can. Put it back in your injector when it's open the whole way and just... It's extremely fun. Oh no, did I just break it? Uh-oh. Oh no. I thought I chopped that little plastic piece in half. I didn't break the injector, but okay. Think. Oh, demold first. Let's get all of this done. All of the swamp bug done. That way I can clear thought of mine here. Okay, more swamp bug. They do not need to go in the water. They're just fine. Okay. So, all the swamp bug is done. I'm going to leave the mold open. That way it cools down. So these core rods go in the mold in their little groove, and then what is around the core is what is around the rod is called the shell. And you pull the shell off the rod, then inject your next color, and it goes in that little hole that this left, and it makes really cool looking baits. Yeah, you can make long videos. You could probably, the best way to do it would probably be label it as uncut bait making or something like that. Because I had a long one that I did kind of edit out, and it got like no views. I mean, it was early on in my channel too, but it got like 30, which is pretty low. And the view duration was only like 3 minutes. So, okay. Let me grab my 1 quart of Loreworks warm oil, core rods. You do have to oil your core rods. It's the same basic process as the injectors. It's so you can get your baits back off the core rod. And if you do it on a paper towel, the extra warm oil just gets on the paper towel, and then you can roll them in it and everything. I like it that way. Those are the way they should be. Okay. I need to save that way if I do it again. Okay. Let me just put this back. None of those are ready. Give them another minute. And then we're gonna do Dead on Plastic Snow Shine. That's pretty good, 34. It's all a guessing game until you finally figure it out. But this is Dead on Plastic Snow Shine. It is like a pearl white that's see-through. Thanks for the 26 people watching and the 20 likes. Once you figure out a good time to post videos, for me it's around like 9, 10 o'clock at night. Then it seems to do pretty good when it comes to a video. Or sometimes, like if I can get at 6 o'clock in the morning, that's the best time ever. But then again, I don't feel like getting up at 5:30 just to get a video posted. I get up at 6 o'clock most of the time anyway, but okay. We're going to make the shell color first, because that's the process we inject it to. We're not going to put any glitter in the shell. Usually that's probably what you'll see most of the time. Okay. So since this is experimental, we're just going to take the snow shine right here. Oh, wait. Yeah, I still think they should at least lower it to 25 instead of 50. That's pointless. But okay, so that was probably the total of like 40 drops. Okay, yeah, that's still clear. I had to make sure that was still translucent. I thought I made nopsies, but I didn't. Because when I hold this up, you'll see what I mean. That turned pearl really quick, but then that's pretty translucent. And just to check. Oh yeah. That is very translucent. So if you see that right there, you can still see through that. That is still very liquidy too. But I just did that to test real quick. I'll pull that out once it's cool enough to pull out. There we go. And I'll set that aside for now. Okay. So this needs 30 seconds just to get it nice and warm. And then we can make our core color. Okay, there's our core color. Well, it's not done. There's the plastics that we use. We're gonna start with not Dead on Plastics. Fat Guys Fishing, great MF in colors. That's what it says. I didn't come up with that. It's right there. This is Watermelon Jolly Rancher. I like this color. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sometimes when you shake stuff a lot, they get little like pressure buildup, so when you open them, they scorch a little bit up. You do want your cores pretty bright and opaque, that way they show up. Alright, so that's a good base. I think this is more of a natural pink. And then we're going to grab Dead On Plastics. Dead On Plastics. 1 second. Where is it? Did it fall over? No. Yeah. Dead On Plastics. Neon Magenta. Thanks for the 28 people watching and 21 likes. And we're gonna spike it with that. We're just gonna do some drizzles there. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. We want more. Alright, so we're probably at like 40 drops of Neon Magenta and about 10 to 15 Jolly Ranchers in a half cup. Yeah, that's a good pink. Okay, so we are going to do some crazy stuff with glitter now. 15 thou Kelly Green Lore Works glitter. Just gonna do a little. Which that would change the hue of the color a little bit because it's a darker glitter going in. And then we're gonna grab Dead On Plastic Sunrise. Hello, Hockey Hopper. Okay, that Jolly Rancher is still on my glove. It's not disappearing. And it's getting on everything. Okay. You can see that every now and then there. That looks really good. Yeah, I think this is a good core. Probably one of the best ones I've ever done. But this has been done for a while. We're just going to degas both of them at the same time. That way we can inject them at the same time. Or not inject them we can't inject them at the same time. But we can do it without any other steps in between. And then I think I kind of want to try something crazy. A laminate shell with a laminate core. Yeah, I would make custom orders. If you need a custom order now, you would have to email me. It's in my channel bio, my email. And if you email me what you want, we can work out a price, and you have to PayPal because I don't have a website set up yet, so. I don't need any color recommendations right now. Because the warmer you can get it, as long as it's not like over 380, the better it will degas. The bubbles will pop sooner and it won't overflow. I will be selling the end of July, mid or early August with a website. Fish in a Barrel Baits is the company name. Okay. Now, that one goes in there. This one goes in there. That goes on. But if you would like custom baits, like a custom color, not one that you've seen me make, or if you want these core shots, just email me. My email's in the channel bio. Oh. Okay, I see what you mean. For you to make... Do you have any highlight powders to make mint chocolate chip? It's just white and blue or green highlight. I do it with green highlight, but with black glitter. It's one of... I think it looks really cool coming out of the mold. Thanks for the 31 people watching, 21 likes. And now the degas is going to act stupid again. Don't buy Chinese-made machines. They're terrible. Absolutely terrible. And we're losing air rapidly, or gaining air rapidly. Where? Who knows? Nothing's in between. Nothing. Not a thing. I can't really show off all my remelt pucks. The only ones that I can show off are like over there, over here, over here. Because I'm fighting with this stupid degas. Where on earth? Fine. Now you're gonna go, of course. You gotta be kidding me. This hurts a little bit. I have the relief pressure valve open and my finger over it, so as it's pulling suction, it's pulling my finger into the spot in the pipe. And it's actually doing better, so who knows what in the world's problem is. I don't... Ouch. Have the donating thing unlocked. You have to have a certain amount of stuff on YouTube. This one, back here. Our third shot. This one. Are you talking about this one? Whatever. Just... So, this is a piece of junk. Okay, let's see if I can fix this thing. Thanks for the 33 people watching. I call that crappie, is what I called that color. There you go. That wasn't your problem? There's no way that was not your problem. I don't know how I want to get you to suction any more than what you are. Hey, it's going. Look at that. And we'll leave the ratchets out because I have trust issues. And it already stopped. Oh, forget it. I need something that weighs a lot to put on top of that. Oh, I know what weighs a lot. New technique gonna work? Nope, because they're not gonna pop. Because they're too cold. Oh, forget it. Done spent 10 minutes with this stupid thing. Well, it's going, but they're not gonna pop because they're like basically frozen solid. So just put a 30-pound or I guess that's a dumbbell, I don't know, something like that, whatever. A lifting weight, that's what that is. I don't really care what it's called. Put a 30-pound one on top of your lid and it'll start working again. Yeah, it's got a nice section. I don't know what that's from. It is a piece of gym. Something tells me I'm going to have to tear it all apart and figure out what went bad on the inside or replace the O-ring or something. That's a vacuum chamber. You don't need it, but it makes it easier with getting all the air pockets out of the plastic, which gives you nice clean baits. Oh, I can't skip the ad. Of course not. Well, that's about as good as it's gonna get. And the pink's not gonna collapse. Okay. That was a lot of air. I don't even think that chamber's ever had that much air in it. Ouch. That is annoying. Okay, well, we got the cord rods clamped up. Well, in the mold, it's not clamped yet. And something is preventing it from closing. Okay. Are you still watching? I just hit the remote. Are you kidding me? Oh, okay, whatever. Okay, it actually looks fairly good. This is the shell. It's the one that actually worked pretty good. It needs another 30 seconds to get to the right temp. Thanks for the 25 people watching and the 22 likes. Oh, I gotta pull worms out of the water bath. That might be bad. The worms faded just a tiny bit, but nothing that will mess it up for a while. By tonight, they'll be back to normal. Whoa, that was almost bad. Alright, we're gonna do the core, or the shells, not the cores. Okay. There's the core color, just says glitter or shiny pearly thing. That'll look really good. Oh, the core is actually going to turn out good, believe it or not. There's not enough bubbles in there to make me not do it. Now, if I saw my email go off and said somebody wants to buy these, then I would have actually put them back in the degas and taken care of them, but I didn't see my email go off. So worst case, I'll just make more later, because that vacuum chamber is going to get tore apart and figure out what's wrong with the double thing. Because it's got issues. Major issues. And it's annoying the crap out of me. Because it did this stuff yesterday. Alright, core is ready. When you're doing core shots, you gotta wait for the bait to actually be like firm and firmed up. That way it that way the cores don't get any pinches or anything in them, because there's only one vent that lets the air out when you're injecting when you do core shots. I'll show you. And this should be set up enough, because you want these firmer, that's for sure. Because you can't put them in a water bath, because plastisol in water makes a bunch of air bubbles and popping and. Okay, then just go on that side. I don't really care. We got one dent, but that's fine. Actually, yeah, we only got one. So Alright, so there is the shells, there's the rods. You gotta make sure at the very end of these there's never any like plastic or any debris, because that's the only vent that it can use, is that little itty bitty one at the end of the worm. Because the rest is covered up in plastic. So, let's do it this way. Pull all these out. Pull the screw off. Clean up the nose of the worm, or the front of the worm. It usually gets a couple of things, like, it doesn't get a very clean edge until you do the core. Okay. Alright, so then take these off. You just, well, I always start down here and get, because sometimes that end, the little itty bitty end piece, hold on. Yeah, that little bitty end piece will roll inside out if you just push it from the back. So I always just pull that off and then just slide up through. Come on. Should have lubricated them a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. This one got a dent. I think this is the only one that got a dent. But then we set these aside, the rods, and put the shell back in the mold. And then just do it a bunch more times. There we go. And I think this is why not a lot of people sell core shots that I see. I think Makin is one of the only ones that I see that does core shots. I would be hiring my friends for dirt cheap to do that all day, because I despise pulling those things off the cores. It's time consuming, and I'm not a fan of patience. Thanks for the 23 likes and 23 people watching. And you can make this into a core shot with a tip on the worm. All you do is take your shell, and let's say you want that long of a tip, like that little like chartreuse piece or whatever. You just take scissors, cut it right off. And you can use the vents in your mold to measure too. Like you can use the second vent from the very, very end, and which will make it about that long. And then it will be able to use about 3 vents. Because there's actually 3 that it uses total. 3 vents that the core uses. I'll show you after this last one. Thanks for the 19 people that are still here after I'm doing this. Alright, thanks for watching. Sorry, I was rechecking comments. That's why I kind of stopped doing it. Come on. There we go. Alright, so it gets to use these 1, 2, and 3. Is where all that air goes. And you want your core shot to be about 360 to 375. Thanks for the comment that you appreciate it. I am doing a pink core, which you're about to see in 1 second because it's already made. So it is a pink with some sunrise and green flake. Sunrise flake from Dead on Plastics. It is smaller flake. Both of the flakes that are in there are smaller. I could have done bigger, but... Okay. Now I'm just going to hold pressure. This is Sunrise Flake from Dead on Plastics. And 1 second for me to read comments. That is the pink that we have. It's a mixture of Watermelon Jolly Rancher from Fat Guys Fishing and Dead on Plastics Magenta. And it's 15th Thou Kelly Green Flake from Loreworks. Congratulations on 725 followers on Instagram. Okay, now we just wait before we demold. And while we wait, we ask Coca-Cola for a sponsor on vanilla Coke. It's been a while since I've had this. And it's the only... this is better than regular Coke. Thanks for the 19 people watching and the 24 likes. Okay, it's getting hot in this shop. It just got like very hot. It says it's 80. Alright. A hot demold coming in. Here we go. Oh my goodness. That looks good. Those are some good core shots. Excuse me. Excuse me again. Coke makes me burp. A lot. Okay, I'm gonna throw those in the water bath just to give them like a shock cure real quick. And we'll get a better look at them over there in the water bath. So hold on. Thanks for those. Wait. Thanks for they look like they'd be some fun. Okay, this tripod's about to fall over. Give me 1 second. There we go. Now you're shorter. Okay, now I need to... Okay, there we go. So there are the core shots again. Oh, hold on. Let me get... That is a good color. And you can see that glitter. You can really see that glitter in person. But yeah. Thanks for that suggestion of the pink color. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. There's a bunch of kiwi stuff or swamp bug stuff over there. Hayden was here yesterday and did all those prey baits. 30 prey baits. And then, although the degas was acting stupid, so I looked like I was doing nothing. I was slowly working on those green pumpkin ones, but thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Please subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next live stream. No idea when that will be. Tomorrow sometime, definitely. Maybe one after this afternoon or tonight. One of the two. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you